It's an India Today exclusive. India Today tracks down fugitive diamond trader and Punjab National Bank fraud accused Nirav Modi in London's Oxford Circus Road. Confronts him with some pointed questions from his intention to appeal to his businesses in the United Kingdom to the arrest warrant which has been issued against him. But Nirav Modi remained evasive and said no comments, quote unquote, no comments. Remember, Westminster Court had issued a provisional arrest warrant against Nirav Modi. Sources have told India Today that the police will produce him before the court on 25th of March. He can then apply for bail. As Nirav Modi faces heat, sources said a team of CBI and Enforcement Directorate will be leaving for London. It has been learned that the top officials of investigative agencies are in touch with the UK authorities.
So what visa are you on?
What's the nature of your status here? Can you at least tell us that, Nirav? Is it true that you're here on an investor visa? That you no longer have the passport, but you've invested money in the country?
Some comment, please, Mr. Modi.
You've invested money in the country, and therefore you are.
Mr. Modi, these are some very simple questions we are asking you, Mr. Modi. Just very simple matters that are out in the public space. Whether you're planning to contest any extradition proceedings, if you can just give us a quick comment on that.
No comment. Okay.
Do you have another passport, Mr. Modi? Do you contemplate having not come here and going back to India? Do you contemplate that ever? Living a life hiding is not really a great thing, is it, Mr. Modi? Being tracked like this is not really good, is it?
You're stalking me. Please stop stalking me.
We are not stalking you, sir. We are trying to get answers to the questions which you have run away from, sir.
Nirav, this is just basic journalism. You're accused of having embezzled nearly £1 billion sterling. It's a perfectly fair question. If you'd like to defend yourself, you're more than welcome. The floor is yours. This is your forum. Tell us what happened to the money.
Absolutely,
and if
this
you're
is your
an innocent
opportunity,
man,
sir.
Tell us more. Tell us everything you can tell us to help clear your name.
This is your opportunity, Mr. Modi.
Just do share some simple thoughts, Mr. Modi, on what you're planning next.
Lavina Tanda now joins us from London for more on the story. Lavina, first up, what is the status of the Nirav Modi case? If you could walk our viewers through it.
Now that the arrest warrant has been issued in the name of Nirav Modi, he will be appearing in the Westminster Magistrate Court, where I'm standing at the moment, where all the extradition hearings are held in the first case. So it is expected, and reports and sources are to be believed, then he will be appearing on the March of 25th of March. It is expected that he will be granted bail like Mr. Vijay Mallya was, and that will kickstart the extradition case. The dates will be given first for case management hearing, and that will be followed by the trial.
Lavina, the other important question is whether Nirav Modi's arrest is going to be procedural in nature or not.
It is procedural indeed. The extradition request has been there with the Home Office. They issued now the warrant. He will be arrested, and as procedures have it, he will be appearing in front of the judge, and after that, as in Mr. Mallya's case, he should be granted bail. And as he has shown by leaving India and now evading questions, all sorts of questions, hiding away, that he will put up a strong defense, and the case will be started first, the case management hearings, as I said, and then the trial dates.
Lavina, how close is India now to getting Nirav Modi extradited?
Very difficult to put a timeline to when Nirav Modi will be back. We expected Mr. Vijay Mallya's case to finish in a few months, though it was successful. Yet it's going on at the higher court. It will be. The appeal has been given. So it is very difficult to pinpoint, but one can say what works in the favor of India is that right in this court, two cases have been won. They're both in appeal, that of Sanjeev Chawla and Mr. Vijay Mallya. But India has shown a lot of prowess to really go for it, and they know how to, if I can use the term, pro at presenting hopefully the case, the documentation, and what the court here expects. So we're hoping that maybe this case might take lesser time, but can't put a timeline really unless the case starts.
Manish Pandey is now joining us for all the very latest on this. He's a senior special correspondent who tracks the Enforcement Directorate and the CBI as well. Manish, Nirav Modi faces arrest in the United Kingdom, and this is of course coming in after the pressure that is building from the Enforcement Directorate.
Yeah, well, indeed, this is a major setback for Nirav Modi and a boost for the Indian agencies. Now, remember, in this case, since August 2018, there was a extradition request pending for the...
Let's try to re-establish that connection right there to Manish. Manish bringing us all the very latest as far as the Enforcement Directorate pressure is concerned, on the back of which Nirav Modi will be facing that particular arrest in the United Kingdom after the ED request. Lavina Tundal bringing us this exclusive story as far as Nirav Modi is concerned. We cornered Nirav Modi right there. It was in India Today that found out where Nirav Modi was. We found him at Oxford Circus, right? Oxford Street right there in London. India Today did track him down, and we will be bringing you all the very latest on this. Confronted him with, in fact, pointed questions. Lavina also asked him questions on his intention to appeal to his business in the United Kingdom, to the arrest warrant which was issued against him, but Nirav Modi remained absolutely defiant. He was absolutely evasive to every question that was put forth by Lavina. His answer was no comment. All right, now this is bringing us to our burning question, and we're being joined by Gopal Krishna Agarwal, spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party, and Chaitanya Singh, who is an advocate. First up, I'm going to go to Chaitanya Singh, who is an advocate. Chaitanya Singh, very good morning. India's case against Nirav Modi, how watertight it is. The Enforcement Directorate has sent out a request, and now Nirav Modi faces arrest in the UK. If you could walk us through the legal proceedings that would follow.
Look, as your esteemed colleagues have rightly put, that exactly in the case of Vijay Mallya, it's going to take time. No doubt that the UK court will recognize the evidence put forth by the Indian agencies, and it's quite a watertight case as far as the evidences and other things against Nirav Modi are concerned. But as again, I would like to put that UK is probably one of the most difficult countries to get an extradition from. However, India has been quite successful in the case of Vijay Mallya, getting an order. But the only thing is that there are many rooms of appeal in the UK legal system. So Nirav Modi has quite a lot of time at his hands, and he's obviously going to put forth his defense, and it is going to take considerable amount of time before we can see any actual action happening, like him coming back or anything of that nature. So it's a long fight, which I'm sure the Indian agencies led by CBI and ED they will put their best foot forward. And as far as the legality of the case is concerned, Nirav Modi is cornered. It's completely cornered.
Right. Chaitanya, hold on to that thought right there. We also have the BJP spokesperson Gopal Krishna Agarwal, who is joining us. Gopal Krishna Agarwal, it's going to be a huge boost to the Modi government in case they're successful in bringing back Nirav Modi right ahead of the 2019 elections. But Chaitanya was pointing out, as far as United Kingdom is concerned, it's a difficult country. We've tried it with the fugitive economic offenders before, and we haven't seen the light of the day of them returning back to India.
No, the issue is that it was difficult, but now we have changed so many laws, whether it is IBC, NCLT or this Fugitive Offenders Bill, Benami Properties Act. This Benami Property Act was passed in the Parliament 27 years back. It was now that our government has notified it, and this Fugitive Offender Bill, these laws changes domestically in itself make these criminal offenders, white collar offenders, a criminal in our country, and therefore as our laws have changed, we have got empowered, our enforcement agencies have become more empowered, and globally also other countries also find that there is a strong will in the current regime which wants action against them. And it is, as Chaitanya said, that it is a watertight case against Nirav Modi, but we want him for recovery of money as well as further investigation of who other people were involved in this kind of scam. So all these in itself creates a very big strong case, and the ED is very systematically building the case. We have changed so many laws domestically which makes them more empowered to get the extradition. There is a strong will from the current government that no
I agree with you. Gopal Krishna Agarwal, everyone agrees that there has been a strong will as far as the government of the day is concerned. But Gopal Krishna Agarwal, there is life beyond having a political will. Where is the result? We tried that with Vijay Mallya, could not bring him back. As far as Nirav Modi is concerned, how long before you think you'd be able to extradite him back to the country?
No, it's a global country where the sovereign countries are involved. We cannot interfere in their process, but we definitely can put pressure diplomatically and legally for extradition, and in itself we are moving ahead in that thing. Another thing I would like to point out is that is very important. This in itself is a strong deterrent for corporate crony capitalism to do away from these kind of activities. From last 5 years, we have seen the government acting on these lines, money being recovered, culprits are being, their properties being confiscated, banks are recovering their money, their Benami properties globally are being attached itself. So it itself is a deterrent, strong deterrent for the crony capitalism to act in this. So these are all, this creates an ecosystem of corruption-free environment of doing business where culprits will
you talk about a corruption-free environment in this country. You speak about crony capitalism as well, Gopal Krishna Agarwal. But that crony capitalism still exists. But yes, that ecosystem is there. Nobody is denying that. But how good is the ecosystem if you aren't being able to bring back the fugitive offenders to India?
We are building that.
Yes, but they still remain scot-free, and that too in a country like United Kingdom, which is a difficult country.
Everybody agrees. No, but you itself, no, but unless you create an environment, it is for the question. This question should be asked to the UPA or Congress, which ruled this country for 60 years since independence. Why they did not create a fear in these people, and they were continuously
No, Gopal Krishna Agarwal, this is not about political whataboutery where I ask you one question and then you say ask the same question back to the UPA regime or the Congress party. My straight up question is to what the NDA government under the helm of the Bharatiya Janata Party, the government of the day, is doing today. It's not about what who did in the past. It is about what this government does today.
Yes, we are already doing it. This, I told you, the changes in the law have been made. Fugitive Offenders Act, if that was not there, these persons would not have been declared a criminal domestically. Once they have been declared a fugitive offender under this new act which was passed this year, therefore their passport has been confiscated, their arrest warrant has been issued, their property is being confiscated under the Benami Properties Act, their other businesses, properties, etc., of families, etc., are being attached, and the ED and the CBI and enforcement directors, etc., are moving ahead, and Ministry of External Affairs is putting pressure diplomatically on other countries. And this IBC, NCLT, I am telling you, these are the important steps that have been taken domestically which have created a different ecosystem.
All right. I take your point, Gopal Krishna Agarwal, on the ecosystem that this government has been able to create. But my question now is with Advocate Chaitanya. Hold on for a second. I'm coming back to you. Hold on for a second. Yes, I agree with you. Hold on for a second. Advocate Chaitanya is back with us now. Advocate Chaitanya, Gopal Krishna Agarwal is saying that there has been an ecosystem that has been created by the current regime. But the fact of the matter still remains is that United Kingdom is a tough one.
Oh, definitely. No, look, any ecosystem, this government or any government for that matter, is going to develop, is going to have its effect in India, not abroad. Every country is sovereign, as Gopal Krishna Agarwal has rightly put, they have their own set of laws in place. That the people there, Nirav Modi is actually he is there on a Belgian passport, if I'm not wrong. I mean, I'm not familiar with his particulars of his case, like the passport, etc.
Okay.
And yeah, so it's going to be a really, really tough one, no matter what the government does. No doubt, yes, the government has, cornered them. Government has not only cornered them, but other Mehul Choksi, Vijay Mallya, they have been successful in bringing back one of them back from UAE, because maybe they have better ties with them. But this one, the one from UK, is going to take a considerable amount of time, and if the government is looking at making any brownie points during elections or before them, it's not going to happen.
Chaitanya, legally, what are the kind of impediments you foresee that this government of the day is going to face as far as bringing back Nirav Modi is concerned, given the fact that he is in the United Kingdom at this point of time and not another easier country?
Like everybody saw in the case of Vijay Mallya. The judge is not easily going to order an extradition. They're going to take their time. They, like I said, Nirav Modi will put forth his defenses. They will ask all sorts of questions. You saw in the case of Vijay Mallya, he had gone to the extent of asking what kind of jail will he be kept in, what kind of facilities will he be given. So all these kind of things will be, considered, and it will take its time. Vijay Mallya case has been going on for almost 2 years now.
Yes.
And still he has gone into appeal. So we don't know as of now, and despite of there being an extradition order already against him in place by this court, the Westminster Court, he has already gone into appeal. So you cannot really put a number to it and say he will come back in this point in time.
Right.
It will take time.
Right. I'm going to bring in the BJP spokesperson on this as well. You heard Chaitanya right there. He went on to say that this is going to take time because, it is the United Kingdom you're talking about. We saw that with Vijay Mallya as well. We're seeing that with Nirav Modi too as well. The fact of the matter is there has been no indication yet of when the warrant is going to be executed. So how can the government of the day even go on to say that we've achieved enough amount of success when it comes to these fugitive economic offenders?
Having said that, you should also take into consideration that all these economic offenders have fled the country.
No, I tell you, Chetty, the issue is that...
Go on. Gopal Krishna Agarwal, go on.
The issue is that what I want to tell you is I had been tracking the anti-corruption laws domestically over last 7 or 8 years.
Okay.
What we found in our study is that unless you declare a criminal economic offender as a criminal domestically, your any amount of extradition work globally or across countries will not have an effect. Now our laws have been modified to declare them a criminal offence domestically, and once you declare them a criminal offence, you attach their properties domestically, then your case becomes strong globally also. So you see, under Christian Michel, we have been able to extradite him from Italy. Now Vijay Mallya, we have moved a lot, and now it is order has been issued for his extradition, and it is pending with the Home Secretary to only be signed. We have moved ahead in the Nirav Modi case also. So you see, the important gap was missing earlier was that unless we were not declaring them as criminals domestically and asking for extradition across globe, and therefore once without their criminality, they will not entertain your extradition request. Now they are declared criminals domestically, and therefore our case has become strong. Though it's a legal process, UK is a sovereign country, it will take time.
No, that's exactly what we're all in agreement there. I think all three of us are in agreement on that front. Gopal Krishna Agarwal, that's not the point. The point is that Nirav Modi is going to be facing a judicial process which is going to be similar to what Vijay Mallya has been facing, and we saw how that panned out.
So, yes. So that is the fact of the case, that it will take time, but we are moving in the right direction. We are creating an ecosystem where we empower our enforcement agencies. At the same time, we are also confiscating their property. And ultimately, the issue is that we recover the bank money, we recover the public money, and we create an example of people for deterrent for other persons to act into this. This all things current government, our Modi government is working on all front, diplomatically, changes in the domestic law, creating laws to recover and attach their properties, and at the same time creating a deterrent from new people. The issue, one thing is that it will take, we agree, I also agree that it will take time, but we are moving ahead with a strong willpower. And globally also, once a country sees that domestic country has a sufficient laws and they are coming through a right process, just not talking of extradition in an optic manner, but with clear-cut laws to support that extradition request. Now they are seeing, so they will also move fast. But we cannot overrun their legal system.
Absolutely, no,
but
absolutely.
It will also create a deterrent for other people to get into this.
Well, one can only wait and watch to see whether this really ends up creating a deterrent or not for the other fugitive economic offenders, probable if there are any. But for now, Nirav Modi, of course, has been hiding out in the United Kingdom. India today has tracked him down. Needless to say, this has been a shot in the arm for the Modi government. We leave it there. Thank you so much, Gopal Krishna Agarwal and Chaitanya, both for joining us right there.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you would love to.